Hello and welcome to the Jedi and the Spark Show.
Welcome back.
Episode
9.
Episode 9. My name is Obi.
And I am Peju.
And together we are the Jedi.
And the Spark. Wow, the show must go on.
The show must go on.
The show's going on.
Indeed, and it's going on.
The show is going on.
It is going on.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you. Yeah, long time no see. Good to see you?
Good to see both of you. It's been a while. It's been a while. I was thinking that our viewers have probably been thinking from episode 1, why did we call it the Jedi and the Spark Show? So over to you.
Yes. By the way, you know when we said good to see you, they might think,
don't they live together?
Hey, sorry, just a joke, right? Just in case.
We do live together. Yeah. We saw each other this morning.
And in the car.
We woke up on the same bed this morning. But it's good to see you.
It is good to see you. It is good to see you. Why the Jedi and the Spark Show? So the subtitle for the show is equipping couples to thrive in all seasons of life.
Yeah.
And obviously a couple of things. I'm Obi, right? Obi-Wan, right? So the Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
But I also, in other spheres of life, I'm described as the Jedi of Personal Leadership.
Okay.
And I'm a big believer in transformation in every sphere happens from the inside out.
Oh,
right?
Say that again. That sounded good.
Transformation in every sphere happens from the inside out. And it means tapping into a force, something greater than ourselves.
The force is strong
The force
today.
is strong.
The force is with us.
All right, it's only first couple of minutes. So it is, just tapping into a force that's greater. And so when we talked about putting this together, I thought it won't just be conversations, but let's bring in wisdom, insights, resources, experiences that help people go deeper beyond just the tactical, here's a cool idea and a habit, but start to do some of that inner work for themselves, especially as they figure out how to thrive in their marriage. So that's why the Jedi.
I sense another TEDx talk coming. But for me, the spark. So when I pivoted out of education into the creative industries, I wanted a brand name that would stand out, that would speak to what I'm about, which is about speaking life into spaces and places and people and healing the world one stage at a time through the power of poetry. And I believe that a lot of people feel like they need to start something new or elevate themselves or go deeper and start with a fire, an already made fire. But I believe it only takes a spark to ignite the fire of change. So I'm Peju the Spark Abuchi.
Nice. And that spark is within as well, right?
Ooh,
so it really works with the
it. The
really
spark is within. The spark helps you thrive. The force helps the spark, which helps you thrive. So we're all in it today.
Absolutely.
We're all in it
so
today.
All
Fantastic.
Inside out. And today, so to transition from some of the inner stuff, we're going to be talking about navigating external pressures.
Yeah.
How do you stay united in your relationship, in your marriage, while dealing with in-laws, while dealing with career stress, while dealing with societal challenges and expectations and all of that. So that's what we're going to be talking about.
Love that. The external pressures. I'm feeling somewhat externally pressured now with menopause. So I'm feeling quite hot and I need to remember to have my fan with me. But what are these external pressures? They are those things that can impact your relationship and your marriage from the outside. And they have huge influence on your marital joy, your unity, your couple happiness. So it's a really crucial conversation we're having here.
It sure is.
And we've had a few, right?
Okay. All right.
Had a few.
Going there already? Okay, so let's do this then.
We're going.
What's the biggest? What's the biggest external pressure, or what are some of the biggest external pressures we've had to face as a couple?
Yeah, we've had some over the 23 years we've been married.
Yeah.
per month.
Yeah.
Your mom's dementia?
Yeah, wow. We
Huge
said
pressure.
on one of the shows that she's had Alzheimer's. She's been navigating it for half our married life. So that's been a big deal.
been a
So
long-
Alzheimer's.
Long pressure over
More
time.
recently, Dad's passing.
Yeah.
That's been a big pain.
Yes, that was a big pain. Yeah. My dad passing away last year.
I think most of our viewers can recall some of ours because they'll say, hey, what about you've referred to that big financial pressure?
Yes. Yeah, the career balance.
Career challenge.
The dance
business,
of business, career, balancing family, the couple joy in all of that. That's been there.
Yeah.
In-laws.
Yes. Oh, that's
well,
a biggie,
yeah.
right?
We've not really talked about the in-laws, but that's a huge external pressure for a lot of marriages, whether they are starting, continuing, maturing, navigating the external pressure of in-laws is a thing. Is a tricky thing that we've also experienced.
It is a tricky thing, for sure.
What was it like for you meeting my family?
I mean, for the first time?
Yeah, for the first time, yes.
I plead the fifth.
We're in the UK. You're not allowed to plead the fifth.
Okay, fine.
I'll go first.
Okay.
I'll go first. Meeting your family for the first time. So
it was glorious, amazing.
Oh yeah, and other things. It was good. So I know we're both Nigerian, right?
I think so.
Yeah. But we're from different cultures. So I'm Yoruba, I've said before, you're Igbo.
Yeah.
You are the only son of your mother.
Yes.
And so I thought, is he a mother's boy? Is she going to approve of me as her son's choice of a wife? Do I meet mother's expectation? And she was awesome. I must say, your mom is awesome. And so no trauma about that first meeting. I felt very welcome. I felt very supported in the journey of joining the Abuchi family, but I also put on my best. I made sure I was dressed to the nines and all the manners that I'd been taught growing up came out. But it was a good experience. I dared to ask what your experience was like meeting my family.
Yeah. I was just thinking, you said I was the only son of my mama. My sister will probably hear this and say, and I'm the only daughter.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But I wasn't marrying your sister. I was marrying, only son.
Yeah. For me, I think I met your mum from a distance.
Okay. Hopefully she wasn't distant.
No. I met her from a distance. And I think it was just intimidating, right? It's intimidating meeting the nerve-wracking meeting your girlfriend's parents or your wife-to-be's parents. So that was, I saw your mum and then I spoke to your dad.
Okay.
I'm sure I spoke to him before I actually saw him, I think. And that was to ask his permission, right? And I'm just glad I did that. I'm glad that I respected him enough to say, hey, you have done an incredible job raising her, and I'm about to take her off your hands. Can I get your permission?
Without a struggle.
Right? To do that,
was there any wrestle?
No.
Okay.
And then, of course, I had connected with your brothers beforehand, and so they actually made it easy for me to then chat with.
And if you know my brothers,
yeah.
They don't always make things easy, but
so I think they had respect.
Okay.
They thought, hey, here's a cool Igbo boy,
fine young man,
take care of our sister. Right, there we go. So
and you have
anyway,
that's
what it was like. Meeting for the first time.
Yeah.
Now, of course, since then, there've been tricky conversations that we've had to navigate.
Some of those, I think, have been around feeling like we wanted to be respected as adults.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I'm number 5 child out of 6 children. So there was a sense that I got that I was still being treated like a child, even though I thought I'm a grown up woman navigating a new marriage and a marriage relationship. Can you please treat me like a mature woman? So some of the conversations we've had to have with, the in-laws is about boundaries, just knowing how to speak to us, knowing how to respect our views, and having more of an adult to adult relationship conversation and not adult to child, like maybe they were used to. And they just thought, oh, you are kids and you're getting married. You're just going to be our children who are married now. And we're like, mm-mm.
Yeah. And I can understand now that we're parents.
Yeah. Oh my!
I can understand that because I look at our kids and think, okay, you're my kid, and yes, we're navigating what it's like there. Our oldest is an adult now. In
when did that happen?
And so we're thinking, okay, we've got to treat you differently, but you're still someone that needs to grow and mature. And so I can see how some of that plays out.
Yeah.
But you're right. I think a big part of us navigating and dealing, because that's external pressure that can really disrupt a lot of relationships. And so you've got to establish those boundaries. And there's a psychological term for it that I've forgotten.
Oh, right.
But it is this bit of it's breaking away and establishing yourself. And in previous episodes, we've talked about your tribe and how your family is your tribe. And that's important.
Yeah, definitely.
But you've got to have boundaries to say, hey, this is what it looks like for us. This is our rhythm. This is how we like to be spoken to.
This is how we do life.
This is how we do life.
And I'm just going to piggyback on what you said about thriving with your tribe and knowing that your family, your immediate family, your extended family is your tribe. And I think part of what we did was we also established that we were a family. It was just the two of us, but we're like, well, we are a family and this is our first tribe. So I guess what we're saying is part of the wisdom in navigating and journeying and holding space for the pressures that are external in your relationship, in your marriage, is that we leaned into 2 things. So it was about establishing boundaries intentionally and being united in those boundaries. And we also chose to be on the same team. So be on the same team. So it was very much, I choose us. That was huge. I choose us. You and me, not you versus me, was the way we decided this is how we want to build from the get-go. You and me equals we.
And I like the I choose us and what we're not saying, because if we link this to other pressures, when we talk about being on the same team and, hey, we're looking out for each other, this is our family unit. What we're not saying is, no to family, no to friends,
input,
no to input. So, hey, just what happens behind closed doors, I'm not going to tell you what's going on. Because we grow in community.
Definitely.
We need people in our lives. We need family in our lives. We just need to have healthy boundaries to say, actually, this is appropriate for us. This isn't appropriate for us.
And I think it's establishing those boundaries together. Because you could decide on your own, this is my boundary. And I'm like, that boundary is way too close. So it's way too distant. And then I could decide I have a boundary. And then you might think, but babe, I don't agree with that. So what we had to do over many conversations, because this just doesn't happen overnight, is to work through what we deemed was important for us as a couple, as our first family, and then establish the boundaries that we were happy and united on together. And you know what makes me laugh? I remember.
I have no idea. I don't know, but I bet it's going to be funny.
Do you remember the advice that you were given early on in our marriage? Even as we were planning to get married by a relative of yours who you really respected.
You know, I see myself sitting with this individual now.
Oh, wow. So
4 years ago.
So the advice was, Obi, before you get married to that gorgeous woman, Peju,
Yep, those were their words.
you need to establish yourself, have your own home, have your own car, have worked for a few years, have supported your mom well, and then you can even think, not even get married, then you can think about getting married. And my question is, as you reflect on that, would you give that advice to young couples, to young adults today who are navigating that desire to be married or thinking about getting married, or have found the one they want to marry, and I need to think about that external pressure or advice that culture sometimes speaks into, or family members speak into?
Sure.
How did you take that?
Is
your question?
My question. No,
that was my question.
My answer to that question is absolutely not.
Okay. Why is that?
Why. Here's why. I think it makes the you, me, and we harder, right? Because there are some situations, yes, where you're already established and that's fine, right? It may be that you're in a second marriage, lost your partner or divorce or something, right? And
you made it big as a young person.
Yeah, you just made it big. That's okay. So you're established. But one of the underlying principle that we've just built the entire series on this season is you, me, and we. And if I'm saying, hey, I'm established, I've got my me sorted, then it's very easy to say, oh, yeah, come in and just build this or work with this. No, don't move that. That's where I have it in my home. No, don't touch that. That's right.
My home.
What, Tuesday? I always do this with the guys, or I always do this with... And so it makes the we harder, and there's a lot more tension.
Clashing.
Whereas if you come in saying, hey, we're on the same team, we're building this together. I'm bringing my 100%, you're bringing your 100%. Let's mix it and create something. And so you're then co-creating a new vision together.
I love that.
So I think that's why I wouldn't give that advice. Unless people were already in that circumstance, fine.
But you could still choose to build, even if you're already established.
You can, but you've then got to, part of what will make the you, me, and we work is, okay, hey, so this is my me and that's you. Let's work and let's build something new. Let's find that
new rhythm.
The new rhythm.
New rituals.
So that's why I wouldn't give that advice.
Okay. I mean, society wants to say so much and speak so much into people's relationship.
Sure.
Family want to have a huge say and sway in the marriage. And it's important. What we're saying, if I reiterate, is have healthy boundaries that you both agree on, be on the same team, choose each other first. And what you've just said, which is really important.
Just co-create a marriage vision.
Co-creating a marriage vision.
Because then we're both invested in it.
Yeah.
And we both see what it is. We're both shaping it rather than, hey, I've got the vision and I just need you to come on the bus with me.
I'm like, I don't want to go on the bus. Yeah. I want to get on the private jet.
Sure. Yeah, it's a bit expensive. Yeah. We need to revisit some of the stuff from the money episode. Right? But absolutely.
Oh, yeah. So that's what we've had to navigate and how we've navigated some of those tricky paths, which will come again. Because what we're saying is you get stronger as you navigate the external pressures together.
Yes.
When you choose to do it together, you get stronger. So when you're facing new pressures that are external, that are unknown, when you've tilled the soil and you've gathered the treasure from doing it together in the past, it makes it easier in the future. So
And so those things that we've shared can help with different pressures that you face, right? It's, hey, is this about establishing the boundaries? Is it about us being on the same team to make sure we're addressing the difficulty, even if it's financial?
Yes, I was going to say,
it's financial and we're thinking, okay, let's work through this together. It's not just your issue. It's not just mine. Let's work through this together. There may be some forgiveness that's needed as part of that, but still, let's be on the same team, work through it together, and just pour the energy into what we're co-creating. So,
So those three things work with whatever pressure really that you're facing. It's not just about the in-laws.
Exactly.
It's not just about the in-laws. It's about the other pressures we talked about at the start, which have to do with just sickness, health challenges, aging parents, kids who are growing up and leaving home, becoming empty nesters. So it works.
It really does.
So build well, start well, build well.
Well, cool. So it's time.
It's time.
One of our favorite moments.
Okay.
Spin the wheel.
Let's spin it.
Okay, so spin the wheel, and this one, of course, is going to be about navigating challenges and things like that. Pressure. So, how about I spin it first?
Ooh.
Okay, so when outside noise gets loud, what's your secret to reconnect with each other?
Well, if we say, then it's no longer a secret, is it? We're not giving away all our secrets.
Well, I think there's one that comes to mind that we have shared before.
What is that?
It's check-ins.
We love check-ins.
Because the outside things are getting loud, it's difficult. Let's check in. Let's connect.
What society is saying is loud. Social media is loud.
Others,
kids are loud.
Demands are loud. Yeah, so that's...
And checking in for us, checking in looks like just really sharing and listening actively to how we are, to where we're at, to what we're feeling. And just making time for that.
Yeah.
So check in.
That's nice. I don't know that we've articulated it that way before. Where we are.
What did I say?
How we're feeling, where we're at. Right?
Okay, so where we are, how we're feeling, where we're at. Okay, super.
That was a very delicate. I mean, it's works.
Okay.
It was on the same one.
Is it the same one? Okay, so what's one?
No, that was the same one.
Oh, is that the same one? Okay, let's.
There we go.
There we go. Put a bit more strength into that.
And it's going on the same one.
You do it. There we go.
Imagine if it falls on the same.
Then we're meant to say something else. Give another secret away.
Okay. Ooh,
if you could send... Oh, right. Okay, if you could send one anonymous text to society about marriage. I love that.
What would it be?
I'm going to jump in. If I could send an anonymous text about marriage to society, what would I say? I would say marriage is a force for good.
Oh, love that.
I would say that doing the work really helps you to gather that treasure that I talked about. There is treasure on the other side of doing the work. So marriage is a force for good. That doesn't mean it's easy. Society, listen, it's not meant to be easy, but it sure is worth it. When you invest 100%, when you give all of who you are and you do the work, on the other side of that, there is joy, there is growth, there's contentment, there's togetherness. So do the work, stick with the journey, and enjoy the fruits of your labor on the other side. Would you add anything?
I would send a PS follow-up. PS.
I love you.
Totally agree. And it's not just for the easy seasons. There's a quote that I used in my first book, The Magic of Monday. It was along the lines of, when the storms are raging, remind us that the oak trees are built under pressure, that diamonds are formed under pressure. And so when we say on the other side, we are actually saying on the other side of pressure, on the other side of challenge. It's never smooth sailing. Sorry to burst anyone's bubble, right? It's never smooth sailing. There's always difficulty and challenge. Consider in that moment that the diamonds are forming, that the oak tree is getting stronger because of this pressure. And so let's work through this. That would be what
Wonderful.
I'd add.
So we've given you a message, a call out, a plea.
Indeed.
Society, listen. It is worth it.
Indeed.
It's worth it.
One more?
One more. Okay,
more.
Go for it.
One more on a different question. Okay, what's one pressure from family or society that we've chosen to ignore unapologetically?
I love that. Unapologetically.
It's linked to the text, right? And it is, we see this in Hollywood, probably Nollywood, Bollywood, the words,
all the woods.
All of the woods. That, hey, a marriage is for a season, and if it's not working out, just
on to the next one.
Unapologetically, I disagree with that.
So do I.
And we've always talked about some of there's pain, there's abuse and all of that. And I think in those situations, for sure, people get out. But yeah, do the work. This is rich. It is worth it. And so I don't agree with the fact that it's, hey, this hasn't worked out, I'm moving on. This hasn't worked out, I'm moving on. Yeah, divorce, I'm moving on. Or 7-year itch, it's time to hey, consider that itch an itch to grow.
Hey, come on.
So,
I like that.
That's what I would say.
I agree. I think there's nothing more to say but that I will reiterate, see that itch as an itch to grow and to grow as an individual and to grow as a couple, to grow in your maturity, to grow in your marriage, to grow in your unity,
indeed,
to grow in your togetherness, to grow.
To grow.
And we grow to the end now.
And we grow to the end of this episode.
Episode 9.
Yeah, wow. So time for a resource and a challenge. You want to kick off?
So my challenge would be, am I doing the challenge or the resource?
The Spark resource.
The Spark resource. So we've come across some wonderful resources by the Kendrick brothers. They've created some amazing movies. 2 of them have to do specifically with marriage and growing in that relationship. We've watched them over and over and over again. Recommended them to friends. Watch them with friends. Watch them with our children. So the first one's called Fireproof.
Oh, I love that.
Do not leave your partner behind. And the second one's called The War Room. So those are 2 wonderful movies to watch. And then they have a book connected to Fireproof called The Love Dare. So check out the Kendrick brothers. They are doing phenomenal things in building family, relationships, marriages in society.
Yeah.
That's my resource.
Love them.
Yeah.
And a Jedi challenge. So identify one external pressure that is really hitting hard for you guys at the moment, and talk through how you can face it together.
Yes.
This week. That would be
Make the time. Make the time to check in together and
talk through how
talk through it.
Work through it.
Talk through it, work through it.
Alrighty. That's time to wrap up. But of course, hey, we would love you to subscribe.
Yes.
Like and share. So this is one of those, hey, you might know some friends that are going through external pressure. Send it.
Yeah,
right?
send it on. Yeah.
Listen to this. Email us at thejediandthespark@gmail.com. I think I got it right this time.
You got
Probably
it right.
for the first time
But if you didn't get it right, just look at the show notes.
Exactly. So, and leave comments and send questions. That would be fantastic.
Awesome.
And you know this
go.
is coming. And we talked about being the Jedi and the Spark, so you can expect it, right?
Yeah.
So may the Force be with you.
And may your spark always, always burn bright. Over and out.